Hey guys, Metal Driver 89 here bringing you a DC review, and today I'm going to be taking a look at my first DC Mcfarlane Toys figure, the DC Multiverse Harley Quinn action figure. So looking at the front of the box, we have this nice window, and you see Harley Quinn through it, along with the DC Multiverse logo. Side of the box features the DC Multiverse logo and Harley Quinn's name, and to note, it says here, it is the classic Harley Quinn. The back of the box says that it's Harley Quinn Classic, and it's got this beautiful image from Harley Quinn number 15. Back of the box also features the rest of the figures that are in this wave and that will be released later in this wave. Alright, now that we have taken a look at the box, let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at Harley Quinn. Alright, and here is Harley Quinn out of the packaging, but first, let's take a look at the accessories that she comes with. So here we have the display stand that she comes with, which is nice. It's not detailed, it's plain, just has the DC logo there, which isn't bad at all. So it's nice that we have this, so we can go ahead and peg this at the bottom of her feet, stand her up and display her, so that's nice. Then she also comes with this collectible card that features Harley Quinn number 15 here, which is really nice. This really brings me back to the Legends of Batman from the mid-90s. It was this toy line that was based on comic book Batman figures and Elseworld stories. They all came with these trading cards, which was really cool. Then on the back it has a data file with stats and a read-up on the figure. So if you want to read this up, you can go ahead and pause if you'd like. Or the other piece of accessory that she comes with is a pistol that says bang at the end of the gun, which is really cool. So this is a signature weapon of Harley Quinn and Joker. It's nicely painted. It's got some good detail. It does fit in her hand, so that's really nice. Then she also comes with her mallet, which is nicely detailed. It's got this really great paint here. It's got this smiling face with X's for eyes. Got a target on the other side. The handle is painted very well. So this is another signature weapon of hers. So this is really cool. I like that she came with this. Again, very detailed. Alright, now taking a look at Harley Quinn herself. The head sculpt looks really good. I like this smiling expression. Looks very devious. Kind of like she's up to no good. The eyes are painted very well. Now the back of the box, it did say that this is supposed to be classic Harley Quinn. And the picture that it showed was a comic book image of Harley Quinn, so I'm guessing this is supposed to be comic book Harley. However, looking at this face sculpt, it really looks more like animated series Harley Quinn. So with the way the eyes look and the expression, so, I mean, I guess you could pass this off as either comic book Harley or animated series Harley Quinn. But if I'm going to give my honest opinion, I think this is more in line with the animated series look, at least in the head sculpt. Then looking at the rest of the body, this is her classic outfit. So it's got half of it red, the other half black. And same thing on the arms. Paint came out really well on this figure. Don't see really any paint defects or splotches, just maybe little tiny red speck here at the waist. And looking at the backside, again, same thing, very well painted. Looks really good. Got the two diamonds on her left butt cheek there. The diamonds came out very crisp. They look very good. So I do like the way that this Harley Quinn looks. She's got very long legs, curvy hips here, tiny waist. And also looking at the collar, it's nice and detailed. It's got some sculpt work. It's kind of hard to see with the white, but it is there. There isn't any shadowing or shading, but it still looks good. I like how it turned out. Then looking at the wrist cuffs here, it's nice and ruffled. I think there might be a little bit of shading in there, so it looks nice. Then her hands are actually very tiny, so that's a little bit odd. I think it's, to me in my opinion, it looks a little too small for the body. It's not a deal breaker, it just looks kind of funny. Alright, now going over the articulation, I think the head is on a double ball joint. Well, I just popped it off by accident, so yeah, there is, if you can see, there is a double ball joint there, so that peg looks to be kind of long in there. Alright, so I got it back in, so not too hard. So yes, there is a double ball joint there, so it allows it to go that high up. I think if I push it any further, it's going to pop out again. Can look very far down, so that's good. She can tilt her head side to side. She can twist her head. The shoulders are on a hinge, which allows it to go very high up. Can rotate all the way around. There is a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, which have a very good range. There is a butterfly joint, which is really nice. I love how these figures have that. There's a swivel at the wrist, a hinge, and then she does have 2 points of articulation in the torso. So at the upper half of the torso, there is a ball joint there, which doesn't allow for too much movement, but it can twist a bit. And it does allow for a slight crunch. And then in the waist, there's another ball joint, which allows her to twist even further. She can move her torso side to side, and then she can crunch even further. So that's really good. And then she can go that far back, which is a very good range. The hips can go that far out. The legs can go that high up. I think there is a hidden point of articulation there, which allows the thigh to twist. It seems like I can do it a little bit on this one, so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe mine is just stiff. She has double jointed knees. There's a hinge at the ankle, which allows it to go that far down, that high up. It can twist side to side, and she does have toe articulation, which extends very far back. Alright, I did want to note that I saw a lot of people complain online that the knee joints here go outward way too far, so when you have her standing, it kind of sticks out her calf very far, which looks very odd. So I have seen people complain about that. Yes, I do agree this is a terrible engineering decision here. However, a way that you can eliminate this ugly design is by not having the lower leg go all the way up to the knee like that. So what I would recommend is just stopping right there. That way you can have her legs posed more naturally. So that looks a lot better in my opinion. So yeah, again, bad engineering design, but there is a way to work around it. Alright, and here we have the new Mcfarlane Toys Harley Quinn, next to a couple other classic Harley Quinn figures. So here on the left you have the DC Icons Harley Quinn, which is in 6-inch scale, and then here you have the DC Essentials Harley Quinn, which is another 7-inch scale figure. So even though both of these are in 7-inch scale, the new Mcfarlane Toys Harley Quinn towers over both. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the new Mcfarlane Toys Harley Quinn action figure? I really like this. I think it's really well designed, with the exception of the knee joints and the way that the leg kind of comes in. I like the articulation on the figure. I think the articulation is great. I think this is much better than the DC Essentials version here. I'm not really a big fan of this one. I don't like the head sculpt on the DC Essentials. However, I do love the head sculpt on this one. It has that animated series look. However, I think you could still kind of mix it in with some non-animated series figures. I like the way the body's designed. It's not the same looking female body that you get on other figures. It's got a more curvy look. I like the paint apps. I just like this figure a whole lot. So I'm really excited to see what Mcfarlane Toys can do with the other figures. I'm really happy to have another classic Harley Quinn figure in my collection, and I think this is a good one to pick up. So if you like this review, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, why don't you subscribe, and then let me know if you want to see more DC reviews. I mostly do WWE reviews, however, I am liking the Mcfarlane line so far, so I might do some more of these Mcfarlane DC figures. As always, stay tuned till the end to see pictures of this figure in action, and I'll see you next time.